Hey yo, what's up everybody? I hope you're all out there having an absolutely marvelous day. Welcome into the channel or welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael and I'm here just doing Michael things. And as you can see, we got a fairly decent stack of top loaded cards before us, which will indicate that in this video we will be doing a continuation of going through my PC of Marvel trading cards. But before we dive into this video, I just want to take a moment to thank you all for taking time out of your day and tuning into the channel. If you enjoy what you all see, and I really hope that you do, please consider smashing that like button, leaving a comment, subscribing, and sharing the content and channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so y'all won't miss out on new uploaded content. Only takes you a second to do, but means absolutely everything to me. Now, without further ado, let's get after it. And in the last video that I did of my PC characters, we had finished up on the letter R. This one will be starting us off on the letter S. And in my first character in the letter S is Sabretooth. He is my, not my most favorite villain because that's Mr. Sinister, but he's definitely a hard number 2. Sabretooth is a pretty badass dude. All right, let's get into it. This is the 1990 Marvel Universe Impel inaugural set. Look at that artwork, the imagery, the condition of the card, corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back. Absolutely immaculate. Pristine condition. I dare say, I would guess that this would be a Gem Mint 10. Phenomenal card, phenomenal artwork. All right, there's your information there on the back. And I've noticed that in these earlier sets of the 90s, they have a lot more information going on in the back of the cards than the newer sets of today. All right, this next card, this is from the 1991 Marvel Universe. Also done by Impel. Another great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card, damn near perfect as well. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back, absolutely pristine. Got a lot of dust on it though, but that's inevitable when you have plastic sleeves that are staticky, that collect all forms of dust. There's your information there on the back. And again, like I stated on the previous card, there's a lot of information that they give on these characters in the earlier years. I guess since they've been doing these cards for so long, I guess these newer ones, they don't have to give as much information except for what's going on in the time of the card being created. All right, next we have the 1992 Marvel Universe Impel set. I do believe that this is Series 2 or Series 3. I'm not 100% on that. I wasn't really into all the series stuff. But anyway, again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card, again, is in phenomenal shape. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back, absolutely great. Centered perfectly on this card. Again, not to sound biased, but I do believe that this would also be a Gem Mint 10. If not a 9, 9.5. So anywhere between 9, 9.5, and 10, of course. There you go. There's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the next card. This is also from the 1992 Marvel Universe, but this one is commonly referred to as the Jim Lee set because Jim Lee did all the artwork for this entire set. And again, great artwork, great imagery. See the evolution of his style as he goes. You know, he's getting a little bit more into that 90s flair in this image. But again, great looking card, front, back, corners, edges, everything. Absolutely amazing. And there's your information there on the back. Mr. Victor Creed. All right, on to the next card. This one is the 1992 Marvel Masterpieces done by Joe Gisco. This is not the greatest condition of cards, but it is still one of my favorite art pieces just because of all the detail that Joe put into this painting. I know that the corners at the top there are a little bit dinged, a little bit of a rolling there on the center of the card at the top, but still, nonetheless, this is a great looking card. Love the artwork, love the imagery. The realism of it is pretty damn sweet. Alright, there's your information there on the back. Alright, moving on to the next card. This one is the 1993 Marvel Masterpieces. Got the green foil across the top where it says 1993 Marvel Masterpiece, and then the gold foiling there across the bottom of Sabretooth's name. Again, great artwork, great imagery. Definitely a very furry face Sabretooth on this one with those wild ass eyebrows and those scraggly mutton chops on the side of his face. Great looking piece, great art. Alright, there again, there's some more original artwork there on the back. A little bit of information as well. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This one is from the 1993 Skybox. This is the X-Men Series 2 Arch Enemies card. And as you can see, it's a two-piece card. On this side, this card over here, as you can tell with the arm right there, it would be one of the greatest battles between Wolverine and Sabretooth. I do have this other card, but it is in with my Wolverine cards. But again, love that artwork. Great style. Great imagery. The coloring, the highlights, the lowlights. Absolutely phenomenal looking card as well. Alright, and there's your information there on the back. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This next one is from the 1994 Marvel Universe. This is artwork done by Andy Kubert. And again, you can see that 90s style. And again, as I have stated with Psylocke and Rogue, pretty much, and upcoming, you'll see that as well in Wolverine. But here with Sabretooth, there is that signature style or stance. You know, Sabretooth has it. Rogue has it. A lot of the different characters in the Marvel Universe have a signature pose like this. This one would be Sabretooth's pose. I mean, you got that one, you got that one, you got that one. All similar in the same style of pose. But there you go. We got the gold foiling on the label or on the name and the logo for the set. Great artwork, great imagery. That's a scary looking dude. And there goes the information there on the back. Alright, this next card is one of my absolute favorite images of Sabretooth. This was the artwork done by Greg and Tim Hildebrandt from the 1994 Marvel Masterpieces. And the realism in the whole entire card, the character, the background, the lines in the bark of the trees, the different colors of how the light hits the leaves as it's peeking through the top of the canopy of the forest wherever he is at. And again, of course, it's got that gold foil on the logo and across the name. Absolutely amazing artwork. Love Greg and Tim's artistic style. Alright, and there you go. There's your information there on the back. As you see right here, it says a little tidbit that Greg and Tim have on all of their cards for this set. And Sabretooth was one of the very first characters we did for this set. Again, great artwork. Absolutely amazing. Phenomenal looking card. Alright, moving on to the next card. This is also from the 1994 Marvel Masterpieces. This one is the Power Blast card number 8 of 9. And there again, look at that. Now this is even more realistic than the last one because it's, I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Not only with the textured foiling there, but just the image of Sabretooth himself, the ferociousness, the ferocity in his face, the detail work throughout his hair, his chops, the skin, the suit. Absolutely amazing card in great, absolutely great condition. All right, and there's your full image without the foil, because as you can tell, it was just that little section there that they had used for the foiling process. But still, absolutely phenomenal artwork. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's move on to the next card. This next one is the 1994 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This is when he had the first small stint with the X-Men as a superhero. And I love the style that Dorman does on this artwork, as it looks like he's ripping through the canvas that he's painted on. Absolutely amazing style. Love the artwork, love the imagery. The presentation is absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, the way that he's like ripping through, coming towards us. Oh, yeah, coming towards us through the image. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the condition of the card is absolutely as amazing as well. Corners, edges, surfaces, front and back. And there's very little information there. As you see, we started out with a lot of information, and as we've progressed, it's gotten smaller and smaller amounts of the information on the back of the cards. Unlike this next one, this is from the 1994 Flare. This is one of those CGI cards that I'm really not a fan of, but this is the battle between Jean Grey and Sabretooth, and she kicks Sabretooth's ass, and then he gets help by Charles Xavier and becomes, let me rewind that because that didn't sound right coming out of my mouth. He gets help from Charles Xavier and becomes a short-lived member. Not lived as in he dies, but he wasn't there. He wasn't around very long as a member of the X-Men. But again, the penciling on this, the drawing on this is absolutely amazing. I love it. It is phenomenal. But the CGI art on it, it makes it so muddy. There's no real definition. There's just like blobs of color here and there, and it's just all thrown together to make it look like it's a painted image. This is probably one of the lower end, not the worst ones, but one of the lower end images. I would have loved to have seen this in a painted format style like Jusko has done, or Gregor Tim Hildebrandt had done. This image it's a great image, don't get me wrong, but it's just the CGI is not that good. And there you go, there's your information there of Jean Grey defeats Sabretooth. I mean, you see the original artwork there on the comic book cover, but still, even at that, that's comic book style. I would have loved to have seen that image painted. You know what I mean? All right, I left off right there. All right, next we have, this is from the 1994. What set is this? This must be, okay, this is from the 1994 Spider-Man set. This is the Spider-Man's Greatest Battles of Spider-Man versus Sabretooth. Forgot I even had this card. There you go. A little dark in the image because, you know, it's either at just before dawn or just before or it's during dusk, because it's either the sun's coming up or the sun's going down. They're in the woods somewhere, so it's going to be a darker image, but still, with the limited light that is given in the scenery, the artwork is phenomenal. So you got a little bit of the highlights through his hair, across his arm, and then you see Spider-Man up in the tree back there. Great artwork, great imagery. Absolutely amazing looking card. And on the back there it says the Daily Bugle Extra. Spider-Man versus Sabretooth. There's your information there. Alright, let's continue on to the next card. I have 2 of the 1995 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This one is a art done by Dave DeVries, or Dave Rees. There you go. There's 2 of them. Definitely a different take, or a different style on Sabretooth. Even Dave Rees, this is not his normal style of painting. I mean, yes, it does give you a little bit more of detail, like in the wrinkles of the forehead, the cheek, the lips, you know, but the out of proportionness of it is, I would say, is not indicative to his style, but still, nonetheless, original artwork, absolutely amazing. Both cards are in pristine condition. Front, back, corners, edges, all look absolutely amazing. Alright, let's continue on to the next card. This one is 2, also from the 1995 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This is part of the Alternate X. And so we have Sabretooth when he was a member of the X-Men. So there you go. There's your artwork there. You know, shaved his hair a little bit, changed up his style, put his hair in a ponytail, got a different outfit. You know, he's got a little bit of help with his mental issues that he had or has. But again, like I said, the stint that he had with the X-Men didn't last very long. There you go, there's that one. And on our next card, this is from the 1995 Flair Marvel Annual. This is a more beastly looking image of him. Still, great artwork. The highlights, the lowlights, the detail work in the muscle and the hair. A little kind of what was going on with the teeth stuff, but just the whole face in general. But everything else looks really, really good. Got the gold foiling there across his name, and then also with the Marvel Annual. There we go. Sabretooth helps the X-Men. There's your information there on the back of the card. Alright, now this next card is also from the... oh, wait a minute. We got a little ahead of ourselves. Yes, I did. Got a little ahead of ourselves. My cards were out of order. So this card actually should be right here, because this next card is an insert subset of the 95 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This is the insert subset Hunters and Stalkers. This is the limited edition card 6 of 9. Artwork done by Dave DeVries, or Dave Rees. And there you go, as you see that foil. And you see the artwork in comparison. In comparison to his 95 Fleer Ultra base card, to the artwork that is there on the insert of the Hunters and Stalkers. 2 different styles of art, which it's not a problem. That's different style, of course, but it's just, this is the kind of stuff that I'm more used to seeing from him than that one. But anyway, look at that. Corners, edges, absolutely phenomenal looking card. I love that foiling. that blue and the gold, and then the copper on the name, and then the logo. I don't know if that's bronze or if that's copper, but still absolutely amazing looking card. All right, there's information there on the back. Limited edition card 6 of 9, Hunters and Stalkers. All right, so that one will go right there, and then to the 95 annual, and then I got two of the 1995 Flair Marvel Annual Power Blast cards, 9 of 24. So there's the front. That's the refractive side. And then I'll show you here that one as well, since I got 2 of them. The close-up image with the textured foiling on it. And again, condition of the cards. Both of these cards are absolutely pristine. And then you get more of the full image there on the back. There it is, Power Blast card 9 of 24. Great looking card. And again, like I stated, both absolutely amazing looking foil cards. Absolutely amazing. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This next card is from the, let's see here, the 1995 Marvel Masterpieces. Sorry, I got stuck there. This one is from the 1995 Marvel Masterpiece. This one is also another piece that was done by Dave Rees. This, again, is the more style that I'm used to seeing for Sabretooth, but still the Masterpiece set. The detail in his work, the lighting, how it's coming from right to left, upward at an angle. I mean, it's just an amazing card. Artwork, imagery, it's phenomenal. Condition of the card, again, phenomenal. Corners, edges, surfaces on the front and back. All right, there's information there on the card. All right, and this next card is also from the 1995 Marvel Masterpieces, but this one was done by Patelis. That blue, purple, and white background definitely makes the white, yellow, and orangish color of Sabretooth pop off of that card a little bit more. Again, great artwork, great imagery. Corners, edges, and surface looks absolutely amazing. There's your back information there on the back of the card. Sorry, I'll hold it still now. Alright, let's move on to the next card. The next one, I have 2 of the 1996 Fleer Ultra X-Men. These ones are the high glossed, foiled, embossed cards. I have the base. As you can see there, the embossing, the foil, and the high gloss. And then the second one is the same, but this has the gold foil stamp of Andy Kubert, the artist of the set. Trying to show you there the artist's name without blinding you. Kinda. Like right there, I guess, would be the best angle. But there it is. There's those 2 cards. Information on the back are the same. Again, as you can see, this is that mid-90s CGI. A little bit on the better side of the CGI work on this character card. So we'll move on. Move on to the next card. This is the 1996 Marvel Vision X-Men insert. From this Vision year, they had the Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, Iron Man, X-Men, and I always think that there's one more that I'm missing, but I think that was the only 5 that was in this set for the Marvel Visions. This one is a flat image. It just has the embossing, as you can see right there as I tilt it into the light. You can see the embossing of the card. But again, great condition, great image, great artwork. Very simplistic in its background, more focusing on the individual character. As I turn it over there, you can see more of the embossing. It goes all the way through the card. There's your information there on the back. And as you can see, as we progress from card 1 to card right now, which we're about halfway through, the information went from abundant to minimal. But it's alright. We're about the artwork, not about all the information. Well, at least I am. Okay, let me rephrase that. The information that goes along with the artwork is equally important because it gives a little backstory of the character, especially for people who don't know. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue on. Stay on point. Task at hand. This is the 1996 X-Men. These are the ones that are commonly referred to as paper cards because they're very, very thin cards. And these X-Men cards are done in the similar style of the early 90s animated Fox cartoon of the X-Men. But still, great artwork, great imagery. And there's your information there on the back. All right, moving on to the next card. This next card is from the, 1996 Fleer Ultra X-Men. This one is a more realistic painting of Sabretooth, more humanistic, or human. I can't even speak right now. It has more human characteristics in the detail of the artwork in the face than most of the other cards that we have seen. So this makes it look more real life. But still, it is a badass card. Great, phenomenal artwork. I mean, there's not much else I can say about it because, you know, I'm all for the believing that a picture speaks 1,000 words. Still, great artwork. And there's Sabretooth on the back again, the comic book, from the comic book style, but got a little bit of the information there on the back. Alright, let's move on to the next cards. Cards. I got 1, 2, and these are from the 2014 Dimension Zero TCG set that I had ripped earlier in the year. I had seen it online. It looked interesting, so I picked it up. Not knowing that it was a TCG, but still, it's got that amazing foiling there on the back. Or in the background. Alright, there's the back of the card. It's in Chinese. It says Dimension Zero there at the bottom. I can only presume that that's what this says, Dimension Zero. But same cards. Let's just look at this one here. Great artwork, great imagery. Got that phenomenal foiling there in the background. Awesome looking card. Great looking artwork. Super stoked about that one. Even though I don't play TCGs. But anyway, on this next card, or cards, these ones are from the 2022 Marvel Beginnings, Volume 2, Series 1. I have the base card. I have a parallel. I have 2 parallels. Okay? So here is the base. Absolutely amazing artwork. Phenomenal artwork and imagery. The detail in it, the lighting, the highlights, the lowlights, everything. The whole aspect of the artwork and image is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Alright, and this is the base card. It's got the silver foiling there on the background. Alright, and there's information there on the timeline for Sabretooth. Alright, on these next 2 cards, I'll just show the back real briefly because it's the same information. But this first one, it is a red base parallel. same image, but this one it's got the gold foiling all the way around, gold on the logo. Same image, but just a red base with a gold border. And again, like I said, same information there on the back, except this one says red base. Alright, and then this next one is the black base parallel. Again, same image, black border, gold foil around the edge and on the upper deck logo. All three cards pristine. And again, same information on the back, except this one says black base. So there it is, red base, black base, base. All three, absolutely amazing. Alright, let's move on to the next card. This one is from the 2023 Marvel Fleer Ultra Wolverine. This is the base card of Sabretooth. Or one of the base cards of Sabretooth from this. What card number is that? Okay, that's card number 4. So this one does go before the next one. Because I do have another Fleer Ultra Wolverine of Sabretooth, just a different image. And the information on the back will be different as well. And speaking of, there's information on this card, card number 4. Fleer Ultra Wolverine. And that's the thick cards. Those are those 100-point cards. I'll show you that on this one here. As you can see, it's one of those thicker ones. Come on, focus on the card. Anyway, there you go. But this one is card number 27. This is definitely different artwork, but still phenomenal artwork. It's got that silver on the set name, character name, and then the 3 Wolverine claw mark slashes going through the background. Great artwork, great image. Alright, and there's your information there on the back for this card. Well, I have another Fleer Ultra Wolverine of Sabretooth. Different card. This one is a base card as well. This is the 3rd image of Sabretooth from this set. Fleer Ultra Wolverine, Sabretooth's got that silver foiling there across the slash marks and silver foiling on the name. And card set. Another great image. Very realistic. I mean, look at the face. Absolutely amazing artwork. Phenomenal card all the way around. Alright, there's information there on the back. Alright, let's continue on. Let's move on to the next card. I do not have the base card of this one, but I do have the base parallel. This is the Silver Sparkle, but it doesn't state that it's a Silver Sparkle, but you can tell it's a Silver Sparkle just by looking at it. This is the 2022-2023 Marvel Annual. And again, as you can see, it's got that silver prismatic rainbow refractor going on there in the background, but it's the silver color. But then as you can see in some aspects, like right there, you can see that silver or the refractor foil is over the image as well, not just on the background. It covers the whole card, character and all. And I do believe that is like that for every silver base parallel like this from this set. I could be wrong, but I do believe it is like that for everyone. And there you go, there's information there on the back. Alright, moving on to the next card. Let's see here. We got 1, 2. We got 4 cards left. These next 2 are from the same set. One's a parallel. They are from the 2023 Marvel Anime Volume 2. And again, love the artwork, love the imagery, love the anime style. Just the whole presentation of the card is absolutely amazing. Pixelated, highlighted color from the character in the background there. Absolutely amazing. Super stoked about this one. And there's your information there on the back. Artist name In Hyuk Lee. That is the base. And now this next one is what they call the thatched parallel, because of the thatching of the foil, prismatic, rainbow, refractor, whatever they have it stated in this set. There in the background. I mean, I could sit here all day and just do this. Those are some badass looking cards. I love these foiled cards like this. It just brings out the ADOS in me. I know I've stated it before in other videos, so if you don't know, the ADOS stands for attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. So, yeah, I have that issue when it comes to these cards. And again, same information there on the back as it was on the base card. All right, so we'll set that one there. Moving on to our next to last. This is, excuse me, the 2024 Marvel Masterpieces 1992 Platinum set done by Joe Jusko. And again, we saw the original 92 artwork that Jusko did for the 92 set. All they did was take those images and put it on a platinum background, and then they did the embossing around the character and the card. And some of the background, as you can see, there's also got the embossing in it, but still, again, realistic image, detail throughout the muscles and his arms, his chest, his leg, even on the moon, the terrain that he's standing on. I mean, Joe Jusko, absolutely phenomenal artist. And then the information there on the back. I do believe that this information here is the exact same information that was on the original 1992 card. Anyway, there it is. Last card for this character, which means it's the last card for this video. This is from the 2024 Spider-Man renditions. This is the insert subset, the throwback retro homage to the Impel sets from the 90s, or from the 92 or 91, 92 Impel sets. As you can see from the 91 and 92 Impels that I had shown earlier in this video. Same, similar style. And again, great artwork, great imagery. Condition of the card is phenomenal. Really good imagery. Man, it's a badass card. That's a cool looking character too. Just the way that he was drawn in this image. And there you go. There's information there on the back. Well, that's it, everybody. That concludes this video. So as I wrap up another one, I just want to say thanks again for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed this showcase as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. Y'all's support means absolutely everything to me, and it makes a world of difference, not only to me, but to this channel as well. I greatly appreciate it and each and every one of y'all for doing so. And before y'all go, please take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and be kind to everyone, everywhere you go, because what you put out returns to you 1,000-fold. So with that being said, I hope the rest of your day continues to be absolutely marvelous, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, y'all. Peace.